Okay, so this is Perigals Dissection. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a triangle, and this is going to be a 3, 4, 5 triangle. So I'm going to have 4 units along here, and I'm using centimetre squared paper today, so it's a bit like being back in primary school. And the reason is because it's nice and comfortable for this sort of work. So we can measure that. That's 4 centimetres, I can see. This should be 5 centimetres, and that's 3 here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out the squares that are attached to the squares here. So there's 4, and draw another 4 here, and drawing that up there. So this one is a 4 by 4 square. Now this one here is going to be a 3 by 3 square. And while I'm doing this, will one of you get me a compass from the... Come in. No one's at the door. Yeah.
Can I get some books from the cupboard?
Yes. Okay, can someone get me a compass from the cupboard? Yeah. So now I need to draw the 5 square here, 5 by 5 by 5, but it's got to be a square. So it's kind of like, here I go along by 4, up by 3. So I've got to go along by 3, up by 4, and I'll get to that right place. And I can check that it looks, does that look like a right angle? I think it does. Yeah, that's a right angle. So then this is along by 4, up by 3, thank you. Along by 4, up by 3, there it is. There we go. And this one here is along by 3, down by 4, and that's a nice square there. So this says, in one sense, this says that here, this is 4 units, this is 3 units, this is 5 units long. And we've done a little bit of Pythagoras already to say that this is 4 times 4, which is 16 centimetres squared. This is 9 centimetres squared, and this is 25 centimetres squared. And we can say that 16 plus 9 is 25. So the area of this square plus the area of this square should fit inside of this square. Yeah? And that's actually Pythagoras' formula, the theorem. But we're going to do a dissection here where what we'll do is we'll take this. I'm going to use a compass for this because it's going to be... So this is 5 centimetres long here, okay? And what I need to do is from the centre of this square, here we go, there's the centre of this square. Okay, now from the centre of this square, I need to measure half of this. Now I can actually see where half of this, it's 2.5 centimetres, but if I put my thing there to there, that's halfway, isn't it? Just about there, that's halfway, okay? So, I can put my compass point here, and I can work out where halfway is here. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. So I can check my measurements. So that was 5 centimetres there. So halfway is 2.5. This now should be a length, 2.5 for where the compass crossed. And I can double check that's 2.5. And what I'm going to do is, just to make it easy for me, I'm going to measure down from here. And in this case, it's 4 and a bit millimetres down. So as we join this through, it will meet up over there nicely. And that length there will be about 4 and a bit millimetres. Now, if I've got a nice right angle here, what I need to do is I need to draw another line like this. So if I measure, let me just turn my page, if I measure 4 and a bit millimetres here, and I should be okay to now draw this. And what I've got here is I've cut this square up, and I should have right angles, and I can check that with a protractor, but I'm pretty sure that that's going to be nice. So now what we do is we start cutting this up, and we're going to cut up our square. Okay, so I'm going to cut this square off first, and I'm going to need this little square here. this 3 by 3. And I'm going to create the puzzle pieces that will fit inside the bigger square. I'm trying to be as quick as possible on video. This won't take too long. There's one square done. Let's put that down there. And very quickly, let's get this other one out. Okay. Right. So, now what we do is we can cut this one up here into 4 pieces. Is that in focus and visible? Yeah? Okay. So you're going to be doing this in a minute, but with a different initial shape. So I don't remember quite exactly how this is all going to fit together, but I'm hoping it will. So we've got our 4 pieces. And let me just put them out and get rid of this stack of paper. I'll put them out here. 5 pieces. 4 like this and 1 like that. And what we should be able to do is form a 5 by 5 square with it. So what happens is all of these 2 must fit inside of here. So there's a way to get them all to fit, and I think it's something like this. If I put that like that there, put that there or there, there. Okay, now I'm feeling confident. Okay, and now you can start to see that the dissected pieces should all fit inside the bigger square. Yeah? I'm struggling to pick up this piece here. There. And also fit them all together. This is quite tricky. And fiddly. But with a bit of colour, it will work out very nicely. And there you go. And that is Perigals Dissection. Thank you very much. Okay.